Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So Virgo, we're going to let the universe talk to you about whatever the universe wants to talk to you about. And I'm going to use energy oracle deck, carrying connections, the thinking woman, the yin and the yang. Because you had a lot of stuff in the underline after the pre-shuffle. So maybe you're thinking about some special people. And then I've got my jockey oracle wisdom deck, uncertainty about certain people. You wonder, I don't know, you're wondering. I don't know. This deck, once we pull a card out from the energy oracle deck, is going to show us kind of like the feelings, emotions, energy around the topic. And then I've got my Light Seers Tarot and my teeny tiny Everyday Witch deck. So yeah, I'm going to get started. Actually, I want to ask you guys a question. I'm going to put it in the comments. We had a really interesting morning here. So the house that I'm in has, like, because it's a newer house, so the fire alarms and the CO2 detectors and all that, they're all like, well, actually, no, the fire alarms are, I think the CO2 is not hardwired, but the smoke detectors are. They're all hardwired throughout the house and they're all connected. So like, let's say there was a fire in the basement, which was actually a concern this morning, that the alarms and the rest of the house would go off, you know, as opposed to the more traditional ones. The alarm doesn't go off until the smoke reaches it, which I think is actually really good that they've kind of gone that way. Because if you have a fire in the basement, you should probably know about it right away, as opposed to the point where the smoke gets up to your bedroom. So it was, I don't know, I think it was about 8 o'clock this morning. All of a sudden it goes off. It's never gone off. Been here for almost 2 years. It's never gone off. I've got Palo Santo I use and smudge sticks. And I always thought, I wonder if they go off. They never have gone off. Haven't done one in days, like days. I haven't done one. It just starts going off. And it is loud as hell. They're all going off in the whole house. Dog and the cat are freaking out. I'm freaking out. My son's just laying on his bed with his iPad. What's going on? And there's lights that are flashing on it, and then there's an electronic voice that says fire, fire, fire. Can you imagine? Like, there's this loud beeping sound, flashing lights, fire, fire. So I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And it did that for, I don't know, like, you know, it probably felt longer than it was because it was so loud. I want to say 10 to 15 seconds. Maybe it wasn't even that loud, that long. Then it stopped. So I thought, okay, that's odd. It must have just been like a weird little hiccup, right? No word of a lie, 5 minutes later, it does it again. And this time I'm in the bathroom and I can see the flashing light. That the one spot there isn't one in the bathroom. They're in every bedroom. They're in the hallways. They're like friggin' everywhere in this house. You could not sleep through a fire in this house. So I mean, I can see the flashing light. And I'm yelling at my son, what's going on? Like, is there something must be going on? He's downstairs yelling at me. I can't hear him. And I finally finished up in the bathroom and it has stopped. So now I'm washing my hands because I was going to the bathroom. So I'm washing my hands and I'm getting ready to, like, a couple of minutes. I open the door. It starts going off again. Now I'm freaking out. I'm like, there has got to be a fire in the house somewhere. And I'm thinking it's in the basement because I don't have access to the basement. So the owners of this house store their furniture down there. The neighbor has a key. So now I'm freaking out. I'm like, if there's a fire in the basement, it's going to come up. It's going to come up like, and you don't know, like fires, chemical fires too, like with furniture, it's full of furniture down there. That could engulf this house within seconds. I was like freaked out. I told my son, get ready, grab the cat, got the dog. And so where I'm going with this is, everything was fine. Actually, here I am. We don't even know, but the owner of the house, I contacted them. They're coming back from China. They said it happened to them once at 3 o'clock in the morning. They don't know why. They don't know why. And it was years ago. So I don't know if the systems that are hardwired like that, if they don't go off for a long time, they just do it. Just to make sure everything's working. But anyway, so this is what I grabbed. I grabbed the kid, the dog, and the cat. And I put them all in the car and I pulled the car out of the, because I was thinking, I like my car. I don't want my car to burn, right? And it's at least want transportation. So those are the only things. I had to make a point of saying, oh, wait a second, grab your purse and grab your wallet. Or grab your phone, your cell phone. Otherwise, I would have left them behind. And I thought about that, right? And I thought, when you're in that moment, because I didn't know. For all I knew, there was a fire in the basement. There could have been. Something was starting, and I knew how quick it could move. I thought, The only things that mattered were my kid and the pets. I mean, that's the important stuff, right? But it's just funny you think to yourself, well, I'd probably get the photo of my grandpa. Nothing. None of it mattered. And it just kind of puts you in that moment, right? Like, we don't often have an opportunity to be in that moment and think about, what are the things that I'm taking with me right now? If everything else is gone, that's all I want to have. The kid, the dog, the cat, and my car. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? So the neighbor went down and checked in the basement. Everything was fine. He walked around the house with me and we couldn't understand. It made no sense. So anyways, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I just wanted to share that. I don't know why I shared it with you. I shared it with you, Virgo. But like to think about that. I've never been in that. I was in a fire once in an apartment building, actually. One thing I learned about apartment buildings, don't live high up. We live on a top floor. Any fire in the building that's not on your floor, you got to walk towards the fire before you can get out, right? Yeah, it was scary. I don't think I took anything. I was just scared shitless. I was doing like a George Costanza. I was like in my 20s and Aries. Every percent of my way. Yeah. For them, this is the first time I've ever been that predicament with things that, you know, little people, little animals. And I thought, that's the only thing I'm taking. God, where's the cat? Put the cat in the cage. I put them all in the car and we backed out of the garage. Sat in the driveway. Sat there looking at the house, waiting for it to burn. Burnt, coming down. All of it. So let's get into this reading. So put in the comments if you've ever been. I really hope, and my heart goes out to you that like you never really actually lived through that and had to watch everything that you ever owned. And people have been through it. I'm actually pretty sure there's probably some of you out there that have, whether that's like through a hurricane or an earthquake or a fire or something. But yeah, just nothing mattered at that moment. None of it. Even my purse and my phone, I had to stop myself and say, you should take those. Yeah. So Virgo, what does the universe want to talk to you about? I'll put a timestamp in there. Some people are like ornery. I want the reading. All I want is a reading. Do it. Be a robot. Just produce a reading for me. That's all I want. Virgo. My sexy little Virgos. Oh, you're going to be like Leo. You're going to be sweet. You just got one card here. What is it? What does the universe want to talk to you about? The world. Some sort of conclusion here. Or it could be an opportunity. Kind of feels like an opportunity as well. You're concluding something and there's an opportunity in front of you. So let's say that. Oh. Not everybody wants you to have this. You've got hostilities and door to personal healing and happiness. Isn't that interesting? Well, actually, there's two ways this is coming up. We'll see what the tarot cards tell us. Initially, and I kind of go with that, my intuition in reading these things, and then I sit for a minute and other stuff will come in. It almost seems like there's something like not letting you go into this door to healing, personal healing and happiness. Like there's some sort of obstacle. You may perceive it as hostile. It could actually be an individual that doesn't want you to go on to bigger and better things. I mean, maybe that's a possibility. There could be some envy or jealousy maybe in someone around you. If you have an opportunity, you're closing off some sort of a cycle. And it just feels like a world of opportunity, I'm hearing. With the World card there as he's standing on the pier. So that initially came out for me. So that's interesting. Now, the other thing is it's also coming out is I'm hearing that you have successfully protected your door to personal healing and happiness. So you have protected this in any way that you've needed to. And because of that, you're closing off a cycle of healing and you have a world of opportunities. No matter how that goes, it's like you're closing off a cycle and you have a world of opportunities ahead of you. Oh, I didn't fill up my water. I don't want to slurp. That's it. Okay, so how do you feel about this? What are the feelings about this? I was very grateful that that did not go off at 2 a.m. because the owner said that's when it happened to them at 3 a.m. What was going on? And there was no fire. I guess every couple of years it does that. I don't know. You know, it's better to complain about that inconvenience than to die in a fire. All right. What are the feelings, emotions, or energies surrounding this world of opportunity after a conclusion? Did something flip there? It sure seemed like it, right? Friends. Aw. There's friends. So either you're closing some things off with some friends. I feel like you're about to meet some new friends. You're going to make some new friends here. You're feeling friendly. Friendly? Frustration. Vulnerability. You're frustrated. You're frustrated. Vulnerability. Are you feeling vulnerable? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, like if we go back here. Now, one of the things I want to say is the two versions that I gave of this, they almost feel like they connect with each other, right? Like if somebody's kind of hostile to you going here and you've had to protect it, like, you get what I'm saying? So interesting. Maybe you've been frustrated with a period of vulnerability that you've been going through with that. Maybe you need some new friends. I don't know. It just feels like you've closed off a cycle. But I feel like the thing that you may not be aware of is a world of opportunity that sits in front of you. And maybe you've kind of sorted through some friends here. Maybe you've sorted through some acquaintances, some people that you know. And you've really, I feel like you've got some gems though. I feel like you've got some gems. But I do feel like there's gems in the future for you through friendship as well. So I don't know, that's interesting. Interesting. Let's go to the tarot. Okay, then I was telling my Pisces friend, I was talking to her on the phone, I was telling everything that happened. And because my stepfather, God rest his soul, he was a fireman. And he has had some unique ways of communicating to me. And she said to me, she said, maybe it's him. Maybe he's trying to connect, like maybe he's trying to connect with you. And I thought, I don't think so. And then after I hung up, I thought, maybe he is. So then I panicked and I thought, maybe something wrong with my mom. So I phoned my mom. The phone was ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. She wasn't answering. I thought, oh my God, she's falling down the stairs and she can't get up. Right? No, she was fine. She answered. But then she was telling me she'd been having dreams about his old house, the place where, like, she left and his grandson and his wife are living there. And we thought, oh my God, just phone them, send them a message and make sure that the smoke detectors have batteries in them because that place is all wood. Yeah, funny, right? It was a very busy morning. Oh my God. The world and friends. So, okay, 4 Pentacles, 2 of Wands, stuck dreaming about the future here. Holding tight onto your dreams, getting that. Stuck dreaming about the future. Holding to there's something precious here that you are not letting go of. I'll tell you that. Look at the world sitting here. Interesting. The Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing 4. What the hell? The 6 of Pentacles. All right, friends. Ooh, the Empress. That's a nice friend. I told you. You got the 5 of Pentacles. The hell? Temperance. The 5 of Wands. Oh, you gotta fight for something here. What is that? You gotta wait and fight. It's almost like waiting is the fight. You have 2 5s on either side of Temperance. And then you have this wonderful Empress energy here. The Hermit. The Hermit. There you are. Your enlightened little soul. There you are, the Hermit. Protecting your door to personal healing and happiness. You're not letting anything nasty in there, that's for sure. I'm really curious about this frustration about vulnerability. The World. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. You're hanging tight onto something here. And it does feel like it's connected to a dream, like a world of possibilities. I feel like it is big, but there's something going on here. Maybe you have some friends that have recently let you down. Oh God, how am I, like, it's taking me a minute here. Look at how look at this. Right, we're talking about the world of possibilities, and these 3 cards, look at how they've all got the world in them. And she's, I mean, a pregnancy at any point in the pregnancy is a world of possibilities. You know, the personality, the future, everything that lies ahead of a little tiny human being that is about to be born into the world. This Empress is heavily pregnant, really pregnant. She's, oh, looks like she's about to drop, you know, like something's about to shift. It's big. It is a world of possibilities. It's so close. It feels like it's so incredibly close right now, Virgo. And you're hanging on tight. You're hanging on tight to something. I think it's connected to this, like keeping something pure, keeping something sacred. It's like there's something at your doorstep. Oh my God. As I'm about to say there's something at your doorstep, what is this next picture beside the Empress? It's someone at a doorstep. And they're out. They're in the outs. It's like a world of abundance. But before you get there, you have to sit in this shit. How do friends come into play with this? Do the friends represent a world of abundance? Do the friends represent this shit? Is it one and both? Just like this was one and both as well. Now the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like you're coming out of a cycle here where you've got to keep things really close, right? The way she keeps this purse close to her. So how I needed to think today when I was going out the door, like, oh yeah, that, grabbing it and going. You keep this really close to you. It's things that are important to you. I feel like I told you my story for a reason. I didn't tell it to Leo. No, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. I felt compelled to tell it to you. So it's almost like in a way coming up to the read, right? Like all the little things that you can fit in this purse are the most important things to you. Whereas like all the little things I put in that car, pulled the car out, were all the things that were important to me. And then dreaming off of this. Dreaming off of this. And then when you get to this page, okay, because there's two things, right? Like this is closing off a cycle. This is the cycle that's closing off. This is the world of possibilities. Because this purse, I mean, it's small compared to the world and everything in it. And it's almost like what you hold inside that purse is something here. It's something really significant to you. It could be the last bit of money that you have to invest in something. And this is built on a dream. You know, it's about a dream that you hold for yourself. It could be something that you're saving for, and you continue to dream about this, and you won't let anybody taint it, no matter what they say or how they try to come at you with it. This is my dream. I'm hanging on to it. And then, right, like you end a cycle, and then the world of possibilities are in front of you. Because this page has nothing but this big pentacle. Look at all the pentacles that are dropping into the hand now. There's the world, a wealth of possibilities that you're coming into, Virgo. Now, and then here, like about to be birthed, this is so abundant. And you can't imagine the possibilities, right? Like if any child, even if you've already had, I only had one, but I mean, I can see it. If even in other people you have, even if you've already had one child, it's still, I mean, siblings often end up being so different from one another too. What is coming out here? What are they going to look like? What are they going to sound like? What are they going to like? What are they going to want to do? You know, all these things. It's almost like when you have the world in front of you, what do you do first? Or what's the first thing? What could it be like? It feels like an enormous dream that has enormous possibilities sitting behind it. But there's something right here that needs to be navigated, needs to be tempered through, you need to be patient through it. I think you got it. You got the capacity to do it with this Hermit card. You can elevate yourself. I mean, this Hermit is floating. This Hermit is floating. They've elevated themselves. They've become Jedi. Look at that. They've become Jedi. And Not funny. Because we had Darth Vader and Anakin in Cancer's reading yesterday. But you guys have got the Ascended Master, right? The Ascended Master energy. I'm not picking up this frustration and vulnerability yet, though. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do the clarifiers. The World. The Ten of Wands into the Ten of the Wheel of Fortune. 2 tens. Completion. The World. Serious. Right? Like you're ending a major cycle. So the cycle that you're ending is heavy. I mean, here it looks like you can only wrap your dreams up in this little purse and just look out the window and hope. That's it. And then, but look at this as a change in circumstance. You're going from being stuck, being in lack, being closed off, to abundance. But there's that. I don't know. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. You have pretty big dreams here. I don't know if you have... Okay, you have big dreams. I do feel like a lot of the dreams have to kind of be put on hold to work through all this shit you got to get done in the day. You know, like, oh, we've run out of milk. You got to get milk. Oh, the dog needs a walk. You got to, oh, the dog needs to go to the vet. You know, these dreams are a little bit put on hold and you got to kind of keep your balance with all the stuff you have going on. But the Two of Wands, though, this is the funny thing. I have to say, I got to tell you how this is coming out because maybe it means something to somebody. The minute these two cards sat beside each other, this one looked like a miniature. And it looked like, to me, it feels like she's sitting inside the purse. I don't know why I have to say that, but it's like she's sitting inside the purse. So it's almost like a little part of yourself that you don't share with others. And it is connected to all of your really big dreams here. You know, but this part of you is always stuck on the inside, like inside the purse, looking out. I saw that immediately and I haven't said it until now. It really, I can't take that out. It's like a little tiny person sitting inside this purse, right? Like your dreams are so big, but the world around them that can make these grow is small right now. But that's closing off. That is closing off. The Two of Wands. So the little person inside the purse. The Death card. I told you it's closing off. The King of Swords and the Six of Swords. This cycle is closing off. It's ending. Your rebirth, you're going to have a very clear mind here. Your mind is very clear. You're going in the right direction. Like you're going from, things are only getting better. Going from the Six of Swords here, right? Clear, only getting better. You're going to see that. You're going to see. Maybe the purse gets left open and you can crawl out of this purse. But yeah, Ten of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is saying the circumstances are changing. So if your present circumstances are the Ten of Wands, like having a lot of heavy burdens here to carry, that is changing. The Page of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. See, it's a little thing in the purse. Told you. It's the one thing that's sitting inside the purse. With the Ten of Cups. That's big. Right? Well, it becomes something big. If you look at how much, look at how big this pentacle is that this page has. It's huge. It's the size of their torso. But then, you know, look what comes to you. It fits in your hand. So it's kind of funny. It's almost like you as this page, you've transformed, like you're coming out of the purse, coming out of hibernation, coming out of your hermit mode. You bring a lot, like you bring a lot with you. So in some capacity, that's also why, like, you act as a magnet, I think, for some of the good things that are coming your way. But there is opportunity here. There's emotional fulfillment that is kind of like a part of where I think you're going. Like, this is part of the world of opportunity. The Six of Pentacles. The Three of Wands and the Fool. It's a fresh new start. Watch for baby. Here it comes. Okay, friends. I'm very curious about this. I can't really give you a lot more details about this. One of the biggest things about this opportunity is really an equal give and take in things that you participate in and emotional fulfillment in that. So you attach that in any way that you need, right? And that seems appropriate for you. Friends. It's funny, you got the Three of Cups with that. The Page of what? Yeah, the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. You're going to hear from some friends. You can expect to get together with some friends. Maybe there's been some friends that have been distant for a while. I get that. This dog to me looks like his face looks like he's about to complete a yawn. And I feel like the camera caught him at that point. I don't know that he's panting. Maybe he is because a couple are already panting, but it doesn't seem like it. Because if his mouth was that wide open and I observe this stupid shit. But if his mouth was really that wide open in a pant, his tongue would be out longer and the other dogs would obviously be hotter because some of them aren't even panting yet. He was yawning. He's been waiting. Right now. He's been waiting. That dog's been waiting. All these friends, yeah, they kind of, I don't know, somebody's been waiting to connect. Maybe you've been burdened with, I'm burdened with healing, burdened with vulnerability, stuck in a little purse. The Empress. The Strength card. And the Ace of Swords. Gosh, this is a strong clarity here. Very strong. Not really telling me what this rebirth is. I mean, it could be some clarity of the mind. It's a new path forward. It's the storms behind you. This is like a newfound power in some way. The strength of the divine feminine within you. The all-encompassing knowing. The Five of Pentacles. This is the hiccup. The Five of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. The Nine of Cups. The Six of Wands. The Three of Swords. Yeah, there's a hiccup here. I'm going to tell you there's a hiccup. You do have a cycle change coming. Things are going to get better. The biggest part of this abundance, there is a wee hiccup here. And I feel like your friends are somehow helpful in this. Because the friends are showing up as, yeah, these are feel-good friends. They're not, I don't confuse that either with good time friends, right? You know, friends that only appear when life is good for you and they want to participate in that. These are friends that come around when you're having a difficult time or you need some help. These friends are there for you. I see that. I don't know if these are people that you have now in your life or that these are people that you're going to be meeting down the road. Because there is a delay in some sort of wish fulfillment here, the success of some sort of wish. This is your wish. It's the Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups. You could not have two stronger wish cards. Six of Wands, this is success, but then it's like, no, with the Three of Swords. That's funny. It reminds me a little bit, this little part right here in your reading reminds me of Leo's entire reading, which was, you won. Wait, what? No. Temperance. That's how you're supposed to pronounce that title, in case you wondered. You won. Wait, what? It's like that. Temperance. These cards. The Moon. The High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. This is, oh, what's going on here? Okay. There's like, yeah, there's a path here that you're kind of following to your success. That's where the hiccup comes. It's like the trail goes cold. The trail goes cold. The trail goes cold. Your friends are very, very important in this. Remember that, Virgo. And when I say that, I mean, it could be someone who appears, like it could be soul family that just has one job in this entire lifetime. And it's to meet you on the way to the convenience store on December 28th, what year are we in? 2020 at 4:20 p.m. you know, almost like at a point where, because I feel like something is lost. It feels like something is lost. Like the wax in my mouth. And then there's friends. It could come in many different ways. I feel like you're the one yawning. You know, like there's something here. You get tired of waiting. You're frustrated. You're hermiting. There's four. There's four here. I feel like there's four significant people that are somehow going to be involved. And involved with reestablishing the path, the trail. The trail grows cold. I just keep hearing that. The trail grows cold here. And I feel like in some element, like one of these friends that's highlighted in this card is someone that you've never met before, but they are a friend, because this is somebody that will say something to you at a very significant point in time, something that you need to hear. It could be like the trail grows cold, and I don't know, maybe I don't know why or what you could be doing, but there you are at that point in time, and this person just happens to walk by and says, "Oh, friend, you look like you could use some warming up," or something. I said December, so oh, I don't. Oh yeah, you do have in the U.S. I was thinking like, well, Tim Hortons is right on the corner there, and they have a sale right now. Did you know that you can go in and you can get a giant hot chocolate for like $1? You're like, oh, thanks. And then they keep walking. Like that's it. That is the fullness of that relationship with that soulmate in your life. And you're thinking, you know, I'm a little cold and I am a little thirsty and I'm a little hungry. A hot chocolate with whipped cream and marshmallows would do it. You walk in and it's almost like the trail is no longer cold. Like there's a significance to that you went in there. You wouldn't have gone in there if you hadn't just bumped into this nice stranger that says, "Oh, friend, how are you doing? You look like you could use some." I don't know. There's a sense of serendipity with that, right? Like it's really, that's got that whole thing that played out there. It felt like a Hallmark Christmas movie. So I don't know why I'm talking about that either. Maybe something's supposed to happen like in December or towards, like even after Christmas, towards the New Year. I said the 28th. I don't know what's significant about that. Oh, jeez. I just thought of something for myself, but it's not in December. That's funny. Okay, the Five of Wands. Get back on track, Cindy. The Queen of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Empress. The Five of Cups. It's like, oh, I had hope. There was hope here. What is this? This is the trail. This is the trail picking up somehow. There's a disappointment here about this dream. This dream is very clear. You could not be more clear about this dream. And I think your friends are highly involved in you establishing a path and a trail that goes cold. Okay, frustration and vulnerability. Frustration. Or the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. It's this page having so much. This page has so much to offer, right? And it, like to take, oh, this page should be somewhere. Oh, you're supposed to be somewhere. Look, because this page sits in this. It's the same person in the Ten of Pentacles. The page is supposed to be somewhere. And the page has the Four Pentacles. The page can't go. Why can't the page go? Right? The trail grows cold. The Ten of Cups. The page is meant to have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The page is meant to have the hot chocolate, the warmth, the abundance, the love, the joy, the happiness, the support, the security, the wealth, I don't know, like everything. There's a frustration here. Maybe you see the potential of the growth within yourself, but it's not coming to some sort of fruition. Vulnerability. The Tower. The Justice card. And the Page of Cups. Yeah, there's something. Okay, so maybe something in your life broke down in the past, because I don't see it here. Oh, you could use the Tower moment in the future to break down something that could be blocking a trail or hiding a trail. But Justice in the Page of Cups. There's an innocence here. There's a sense of innocence being vulnerable. There's all this page energy coming in. I don't know if this could even be like maybe if you have your own child and you're somehow disconnected from them. But it does feel like a wealth of you're a wealth of abundance, right? But it's not quite ending up where it's supposed to. It's the other thing that feels like you have the King of Wands at the bottom. Dynamic leadership. Oh, you got the King Queen of Wands here too. But instead of the Five of Wands, it's like it's meant to be the Four of Wands with the Empress. With the Five of Cups, it's not working out. Why is it not working out? I don't know. It just feels like the trail went cold. And there's something significant about December. And there's something significant about the 28th. Or it could be 2 and 8. I don't know. And there's something significant about friends. And maybe hot chocolate. I have no idea. I'm going to go do your extended, Virgo. In the extended, I'm just going to pull a card. I'm going to do something similar that I did here. I'm going to let the universe decide what it wants to talk to you about in that extended reading. So those have been very interesting. Thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.